Sylvie Duchateau is here, as well as Dominique Berger. And Dominique Berger has a PhD in electronics. He's from UPMC INSERM. And as a senior researcher, in his research interest specifically, he studies interface design, specifically for visually impairment people, and in education space. It's something I'm familiar with. I work at the University of California, Santa Cruz, and one of the things that we're always trying to do is serve every user, and of course every user is the population. And from the .com world where I started in, it was ignored all the time. So we had whole platforms that didn't support usability. So it's nice to see that there's serious work being done. And in the education space, at least in California, it's being addressed and used and being standardized. And so it's nice to see the work that we get out of the W3C's usability standards. So thank you very much for doing that. And please, Dominique.
Thank you very much. I will briefly introduce our talk, which is about, we lost the title. Could you go back one slide? Which is about enhanced usability for more efficient enterprise solutions. So just a few words about the work we do at University Pierre-Marie Curie, more specifically. We have three domains of activity. One is about web accessibility, which is something we will be talking about today. We also have a digital library for the blind, which is conformed to the DAISY specification, if you have heard of the DAISY consortium. And third, we organize an annual conference with the Cité des Sciences in Paris, which is about e-accessibility, means accessibility for everyone. This conference is in March. You may have seen somewhere displayed the announcement of this conference, which is next year, 18th of March. So, before I give the floor to Sylvie, I would like to introduce the presentation raising a point which is about JavaScript for whom. So the event today is, and yesterday was, about JavaScript for everywhere, which in fact I think should be JavaScript for everyone, because you are addressing people, not only locations. And if you think of everyone over the world, you have to consider that there are potentially 7 billion people concerned. So maybe you might exclude very young people, but billions of people are today concerned with access to technology. Among those 7 billions, over 1 billion, which means around 15%, have a form of disability. That are the figures of the World Health Organization, 15%, which may, this disability may be a barrier in accessing technology as it is designed in most cases. The reasons for these barriers are that technology uses screens that some people cannot see, use keyboards that people cannot manipulate, or use pointing devices, mouses or others, that people cannot use. But the main reason for inaccessibility is that applications today, in most cases, do not respect the accessibility standards which exist, which are provided, developed, published, standardized now by the W3C. Concerning the web, you may have heard, you have surely heard of the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, which are now an ISO standard. Those recommendations or standards recommend that you, in any case, should provide an alternative method for interacting when people cannot use a screen or use a keyboard or use a pointing device. So, when designers, developers ignore those standards, they exclude their applications from a huge emerging market, those billions of people who need alternative methods for interacting with computers. Listen, for instance, you have over the world, you have 35 million people who are blind, 35 million. You have 250 million people who have a low vision. So, it's huge numbers. Most of those people live in emerging countries, India, Brazil, China, for instance, so where social policies and e-inclusion are more and more taken into consideration. So there is really a future market for e-accessibility. So we are not, in this short presentation, providing solutions. What we want to do with Sylvie is to show you what e-accessibility or the implementation of accessible solutions means in practice. And Sylvie will now present the e-accessibility and run a short demonstration of accessible solutions. So I will give the floor to Sylvie, who works at BrailleNet now for some years, and with the W3C Web Accessibility Initiative correspondent at BrailleNet. Thank you very much. Sylvie. The floor is to you.
Let's just thank you, Dominique. I also want to thank 4D, who invited us to take part in this conference and to explain what we encounter every day. And I would like to begin with a phrase from Tim Berners-Lee, who is the inventor of the web and director of W3C. He says, "The power of the web is in its universality. Access by everyone, regardless of disability, is an essential aspect." So the users have already been dealt by Dominique. We have many users using internet application or web application who have visual and hearing disabilities, physical disabilities, learning disabilities, and who have also temporary disability, that is when you break your arm or you cannot see the screen because the light is too strong, so you cannot access an application or the web properly. And we have also many people who are aging and whose disabilities are reduced because of this aging. And at last, people who have little experience with the technologies used on the web and on different applications. We have also more and more people using different devices. We have people using different browsers, but also more and more people who are working with mobile devices like smartphones or tablets or something like that. And we have different technologies to use that people with disabilities use, such as braille displays I use one here, but I cannot show it because the cable's too narrow. I have the information displayed in Braille, and also with speech synthesizers. It is a voice that says the information. But we have also tools such as on-screen keyboard to help people who cannot type on the screen typing information, or special pointing devices that allow people who cannot move the mouse correctly to point to something on the screen and to handle with application. So we illustrate here the case of someone who's blind, so who cannot see the screen, who cannot interact with the mouse. But this situation is also a problem for people who cannot use the mouse because of motor disability, or who cannot see the screen because they have to use a bigger font and so on. And so all those people. So Dominique already talked about the W3C guidelines. We have the guidelines about web content. We have the guidelines about authoring tools, tag. We have guidelines also about browsers and multimedia players. And those guidelines help you to create those players in order to be used by people who need different facilities. And at the end, we have WAY ARIA, which is a specification in progress that will help you make a dynamic application programmed in Ajax, for example, compatible with assistive technologies. And the use of WAY ARIA is very helpful for people who use a screen reader, like me, but also for people who use the keyboard, who cannot use the mouse, because you can do things that you wouldn't be able to do with the mouse. I'm not sure I have the next slide. So, the last thing I want to mention is the legislation in the world. We have the UN Convention on the Right of Persons with Disabilities that states that promote access for persons with disabilities to new information and communication technologies and systems, including the internet, promote the design, development, production and distribution of accessible information and communications technologies and systems at an early stage, so that these technologies and systems become accessible at minimum cost. And this is the Article 9 of this convention. Following this and many requirements, many countries around the world have adopted regulation for accessibility, implementing WCAG, the guidelines for web contents, and also ATAGs, the guidelines for authoring tools. And I would like to cite the European Union that seeks harmonization of best practices in information and communication technologies, so that WCAG and ATAG level AA, which is a minimum standard, minimum requirement, should be implemented by all member states and all websites from the European Union. So, now the examples. I will ask Olivier to make something for me. Olivier, si vous pouvez faire ce qu'on a dit tout à l'heure. Don't be afraid. Is it gone? Okay. Please also laptops. Now I am showing you for 1 minute what I am having every day. So I'm using a screen reader.
Timeline. EasyChirp Mozilla Firefox.
This is here EasyChirp, which is an application that allows you to tweet, to send
Main landmark,
something.
what's happening, edit multi-line required.
So it says what's happening, edit required. And here I can type something that I want to tweet.
140.
It
140.
says I have 140 characters left, so I will type showing.
132.
Showing, I have only 132, demo
127.
of
124.
accessible
114. 113.
chat
107.
at
100,
G-
103.
JSA 2012.
97, 97, 96.
Anybody
88.
test,
83.
and then I
82.
will paste the URL,
82.
which is on my slides.
Visited link demo of visited link accessible jQuery UE out of list visited link demo of
This is the speed it is reading. It's
Quitting on
reading
visited link
really
usage.
fast. So I will paste the URL. I hope I have it.
Selecting http://items.net/publication/live region/. Copy to
So
clipboard.
I have copied it to the
Timeline.
keyboard,
Easy chirp document. What's happening? Edit
And
multi-line required.
pasted.
37.
I have only 37
37
characters left, so that's fine. And I will post.
Out of edit post button. Busy. Research to load www.easychirp.com. 140. Timeline. Easy chirp. Link skip to main content.
So he's again timeline, and I hope I have posted my tweet.
Out of list my info heading level 2. Navigation landmark menu heading level 2. App menu heading level 3.
I am browsing now from heading level to handling level. You have some headings on the page.
Tweet menu heading level 3.
Tweet menu.
Main landmark your tweet has been posted. Heading level 2.
And he says, main landmark, your tweet has been posted. Main landmark, it means that is the main content of the page. It has been tagged with landmark role that say, here is the main page, the main place of your page. And you have other landmarks on the page. You have
Navigation landmark older link.
navigation, which contains the navigation page.
Content info landmark footer.
Content info. So my tweet was posted. I don't know if you follow the hashtag JSA2000. So we can turn on the light. Est-ce que vous pouvez rallumer? And so you can see this page of the tweets. This was the page. So the second demo I want to show you
Enhanced.
is the use of, do I have enough time, of a search engine.
Out of list heading level 1 example. Visited link searching information example 2.
So I will show the second example. It's a bit better. I'm going on Yahoo. Oh, 10 minutes, okay.
Out of list clickable restart. Visited link restart presentation. Contents.
I don't
link
want to
table of
restart
contents,
presentation, sorry.
Heading level 1 questions.
I'm too far, sorry.
List with 5 items. Visited links. Searching information example 1 visited link.
So,
Busy.
example
Research
1,
the Google document.
I'm on Google. I am on the input text of Google, and I will type JS.everywhere. Can you see something happening on the screen? What? What is happening? I think you have some choices, but I have no information about those choices. I don't know. That he suggests some choices. So that is the first example. The second one,
E.
he doesn't go back.
Section. Google search button.
He doesn't go back. Huh.
Clickable help. Link
Okay.
navigate with. Heading
So
level.
the second
link searching
example is-
information example 2 visited link.
The second example,
Busy. Research to load www.yahoo.edit. Blank. Apps. Finance.
so I'm on Yahoo.
Busy. Research Yahoo. Search web. Search Mozilla Firefox. Search query combo box expanded at.
And I type
Blank.
JS.everywhere. It doesn't say anything. It should. Oh, yes.
Why?
But it doesn't say, he should say something, but it doesn't. Normally it says some suggestions are available. Please press down and up arrow to view them.
JS.everywhere. JS.everywhere.
But no, it doesn't. Okay.
Blank. Yeah. Clickable. Search edit. Blank.
JS.everywhere.
No suggestion is available.
Okay, no suggestion is
E8
available.
dot dot. No
ITJS.
suggestion is available. Search suggestions are available. Use the up and down arrow keys
Yeah.
to review them.
Search suggestions are available. Press up and down arrow to key to review them.
JS Ramsbottom. Search JS options. JS Sainsbury's.
So these are different. You have the same principle, but on one case you have access to the suggestions, and on the other hand you have no access to the suggestions.
Clickable.
So the next
List with 5
example
items.
is our chat.
Visited link demo of accessible chat with Aria.
Can someone go to this chat? Did you get the URL or not? Sorry?
Out of list clickable help link. Heading level 1 questions.
Oh, okay.
List with 5 items. Searching it. Easiger visited link.
Can you? Did you get the tweet with the URL or not? Yeah.
Demo of accessible chat with Aria visited link. Busy.
So,
Research the load items.net.
this is the
Live
chat.
region Aria Seminaire Accessi Web 3 December.
This is a demo we have had developed by Sébastien Delorme from Atalan, and it's really good one. You will see.
No next form field. No next form.
This is here the presentation in French. I'm sorry, and it shows first
Visited link.
the first demonstration, première démonstration.
Busy. Items.net. Demonstration 1 live region Aria say.
So I will go in the form field.
Edit. Invité.
I'm invité. I think I can type my name. I type Sylvie. Oh. Sylvie.
Blank.
Sylvie, and then
Fodder message. Edit. Blank.
hello. Is someone there? I don't know. Nothing happens. I'm not sure there is someone else. I don't know. So, I will go to the second demonstration.
Blank. Discuter. Pane.
Oh, I'm lost.
View fault name embedded object clickable.
Where is it? Yes, but I'm lost. It doesn't want to.
Pane. Folder view list. Demonstration 1 live region Aria Seminaire access.
Can I go on the? I cannot go out. Sorry? Yes, I'm stuck in the flash. No. It's stuck. Ah. It's stuck. I think it's a problem with the Flash. It's a conflict between Flash and Firefox. So
Just John Air Day touches the Windows. Just John Air Day touches the. Just John Air Day touches the pane. Folder view mess documents 14 of 8.
okay.
Mozilla
Again. I hope I will
Mozilla
get there.
busy connect edit blank Mozilla Firefox
Okay.
about colon blank omelets do navigator toolbar bar to navigate research Google about colon blank dot
We have not.
omelets do navigate bar to
okay.
navigation research Google combo box collect.
I think I have lost the. Okay.
Demonstration one
here
live
it is.
region Aria Seminaire access nom edit CV
So I will go
navigation
to
landmark list accueil
the second demonstration.
busy research the load items.net demonstration nom edit invité
Okay.
selecting and with blank
Sylvie,
Fodder message edit blank
votre message. Hello.
Sylvie hello Lyle hello
Hey,
Lyle oh
how are you?
Alexis hello Top hello Sylvie how are you
Can you see the difference?
Lyle cool
It's a cool chat, really. It's explained every its area.
this is the parent
Yeah.
busy http / clickable help link navigate with
So, and the last
blank,
thing I want to show,
list
but we
with
have
5 items visited link access visited link demo
not so
of
much
visited
time.
link
It's an accessible jQuery UI component. I can just
accessible
open
jQuery
only
busy
one thing.
research the load Angelin.github.com.
Last minute. Is it going there?
busy translate data is deputies
It's really good. It's in English. It explains the different thing you can do with the area. And so I can go, for example, to
out of listings
a list of tab.
Instructions for heading level 1 accept heading level 1 at
No,
this
it's
page
a-
applications manually screen list with 6 items window eyes see out of list
Okay.
tab selected slider
And can go, to, for
progress
example,
bar
to
tab selected 2 menu bar tab selected 3 buttons tab select dialog checkbox tab accordion tab selected 3 tab selected 8 of 3 carousel tab select tab selected 10. Tooltip tab selected 11 of
Tooltip?
autocomplete tab selected
No.
12.
It
Tab,
was
tab,
a
10 of 13. Checkbox tab select. Dialog tab selected. Buttons tab selected 4. Menu bar tab
menu
selected
bar, for
3 of
example.
13.
So if I go to the menu bar,
Tab dialog. Tab checkbox.
um,
File submenu 1 of 4.
okay, file, submenu, it says I have a submenu,
Open 1 of 6.
open 1 of 6,
Save 2 of 6. Save as 3 of 6. Recent documents submenu 4 of 6.
I can go out,
Menu bar menu expanded click menu item submenu recent document.
okay, that was the demonstration.
Copy 1 of 4.
Copy,
Cut 2 of 4.
cut.
Paste 3
So
of 4.
it's like a menu from, as if you had an application on the web. So you have many examples on this page explaining how to do it and how it works with screen reader or with the keyboard in general. And it's really good experience that you could implement in your application. That's not me. So I think that's all for me. Oh. I'm so bad in concluding. I was so happy to have you here, and I hope you will have now some information to help you integrate usability and accessibility in your applications, and where area is really good thing that is in the still under development. And if you can test and try implement it, it would be a good thing. So one thing I would say is that not all technologies support it now. For example, if you have IE6 or Firefox 3, I'm not sure it will be supported. The same by assistive technologies, but the future is in that, to help integrate people with special needs, people who navigate differently on applications. Thank you very much.
And just to conclude this presentation, after thanking Sylvie very much for this demonstration, I just want to say that you have seen, heard, there are techniques to make applications accessible to everyone. They are not implemented in most cases. They should be, they might be. And the reason why is, in most cases, that people do not know they can do it. And the cost for doing that is not high in most cases. So what we do at BrailleNet is we try to promote those solutions. We cannot do it on our own and alone. We do it with company, with software developers. We organize training, and we co-organize events like this presentation today, and we are very happy to share that with you. Thank you very much.
Synthesizer dialog. Synthesizer combo box ETIL accessible J. Confirmer law furniture dialog. Mozilla Firefox.